Hello, hello. Welcome back to my space. I hope you are doing well. So, I'm good. I'm a little bit exhausted. This is the reason why yesterday you might have had the reading a little bit later than usually, because I was exhausted and I didn't want to force a reading, right? 1 second, I just took the deck and I forgot that I'm using those cards all in the same direction. So I won't force myself, right? If I feel that I am too tired in order to make a reading, so I just won't do the reading. I won't just, I know that you are waiting for the readings, and thank you for that. But it's important for me to be focused, right? So, this being said, let's check what are the messages that we are getting right now for the collective. What should we know? What's in our energy? What's happening? Let's see. Let's take 5 cards and then we'll get into the tarot. So, what's the subject? Caught a case. Ooh. Okay. Romantic love affair. Seems like we have a lot of schmexuality here. Kissing ass. Interesting. Wasting time. Okay, so listen, it kind of feels that somebody burned themselves, right? With some kind of love affair that they shouldn't have had. Considering the quote a case, right? I will show you what's written on the card. It doesn't have to be exactly that, right? It might be that they are dealing with someone toxic that they should have better not dealt with, right? This might also be, some kind of parasite, energy vampire, karmic, something like that, right? With the romantic love affair here, what's written, it is, look, you see what's written here? Okay, so we have here, right, in the foundation and the stability, we have wasting time. So somebody here, I kind of feel, you know what, there's a phrase that came to my mind before, and I just, I didn't want to start the reading with that because it might have been just, channeling a download and that's it. But I kind of feel that it applies here. So the phrase that I got is, they had the ticket to the jackpot, but they burned it, right? So this is what it feels to me. With the wasting time, haunted, kissing ass, it kind of feels that somebody who you were dealing with or that had some kind of connection with you, instead of being respectful to you, right, for some kind of reason, they thought that the grass was greener over there, right? And if we are talking here about a romantic relationship, so they might have caught a STD, something like that. They might be with someone who now has trapped them in some kind of way, right? It was not worth it, right? Because it was just supposed to be a quick fix. Okay, listen, I'm interested. They are haunted right now. This is in the place of the change. They realize maybe now that they have been wasting time. Okay, let's get into a deck. Let's get a little bit more information about all of this. Just a reminder, this is a collective reading, which means that it is a group reading, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours. If I'm talking about masculines or feminines with, for example, gender-related cards like the king, the queen, the high priestess, the hierophant, all of those things, right? I'm not talking about the gender, I'm talking about the energy of the card, so please apply it however it applies, and this reading can be past, present, or future. I'm looking around because I don't have my glasses, and even though it's written in big, I want to have my glasses. Okay, I have my glasses. Let's see. Quote a case. Can we get a little bit more information here about quote a case? The Eight of Wands. Yeah, a quick decision. They made a quick decision here. Knight of Pentacles. Ooh. You know what? There is something here that I truly don't like, because with this Knight of Pentacles, considering the kissing ass here, it kind of feels that this person, it was about some kind of strategy, right? It makes me think about sleeping with someone in order to advance your career, something like that, or something like that. I'm confused with this Ten of Cups here, because with the Ten of Cups, we are talking about emotional fulfillment, which I don't feel that it's the case, but maybe they thought. It feels like they were focused on some kind of strategy here that thought that it would bring to them some kind of emotional fulfillment. But this being said, considering what I see here, it kind of feels that this person, their emotional fulfillment doesn't come from a relationship, it comes from Pentacles, money, status, power, all those kind of things. Kind of feel that this is what they were focused on. Tell me here the Ten of Pentacles. What's going on with this Ten of Pentacles? Yeah, you see, it was a strategy. It was an investment. Okay. Tell me the Ten of Pentacles. The Hermit in reverse. Yeah, but there is something that they didn't see. There is something here that they didn't see. Okay, it kind of feels that someone thought that's... I feel that I'm sorry, but it kind of feels that we are talking about a gold digger here, right? Or somebody who truly thought that it would advance them in some kind of way, that it would fulfill them. But it feels here that there is something that they didn't realize. Maybe somebody has tricked them. It kind of feels this way, that somebody has tricked them. Okay, listen, if they wanted to use someone, I kind of feel that it's right with return, right? Let's see here if you can see all the cards. Yes, this is the space that I have. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's see, anything more about this quarter case? Quarter case. Ooh. You know what I feel? I feel that we have someone here who was kind of being strategic, manipulative, all those kind of things, right? And at the end of the day, they have been bitten in the ass. Seven of Swords, lying, cheating, manipulating, stealing, cunning, backstabbing. Yeah, it kind of feel that this person was expecting to get something out of this person. And at the end of the day, this person has dirt them, give them something, use them, manipulate them. Okay, let's see here. The romantic love affair. The lovers in reverse. The two of wands. Did you see how the lovers in reverse turned? Because it was like this, but it turned like this. Two of wands. 10 of pentacles. Listen, I kind of feel that we are talking here about people that are using one another. People who are using one another, they are not operating from a good place. Their emotional fulfillment comes from pentacles. It's all very strategic. They are very focused. The phrase selling their soul to the devil. This is what I feel here. Somebody who wanted strategically to get somewhere, thinking that the grass was very, very green over there, right? And they sold their soul to the devil. Yeah, it was a plan. We have the strategy, we have the planning here, and it was all about making big money. We have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles here. It was all about big money. Big money, success, legacy. Okay. Tell me here something else. Yes, Sun in reverse. It's not happy. It is not happy at all, at all. I kind of feel karma. You understand? Like someone trying to take advantage of someone, and the person that they wanted to take advantage of was in fact taking advantage of them. The Sun in reverse. I'm attracted to the wasting time. It's not just wasting time. It's much more serious than that. It's written on the card, stuck. No changes. I wonder if they haven't catch some kind of STD, truly. Something that you don't get rid of, right? Okay, let's see here the kissing ass. Tell me, the kissing ass. The Devil in reverse. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. Ah, you know what? Yeah, so they thought, right? So we are clearly talking about someone that you were related to, right? Maybe you were in a relationship with them. Maybe it was the start of the relationship. They chose somebody else because strategically they thought that it was better. There was more advantage there. It beat them in the ass, right? We understood this. But they thought that you would still be there. So we might be talking about someone that you were truly in a relationship with them, right? And they cheated on you. Or they left you for somebody else, right? And they thought that you would wait there, right? Maybe that you would tolerate for some kind of reason. But you didn't. You released. You released. Maybe they thought that they could do whatever they wanted and that you would stay there. You let go. You healed and you let go. You refuse to deal with this kind of toxicity. So you might have known that there was somebody else. You might have known that they chose somebody else. And it's possible that you didn't. But it's possible that just you could feel that you were not fulfilled there, that there was something sneaky, right? That this person was not giving you what you were supposed to get. Maybe you were not getting answers, you know? Sometimes it's important to ask the questions, even if we know that we won't get the answers, but not getting an answer, it is an answer, right? Or the way that somebody answers. If you are asking question and suddenly they are starting to attack you, deflect on you, telling you that you are too suspicious and why are you creating problems and all of those kind of things, you know that it's manipulation, because somebody honest, they want you to know that they are honest, and so they will answer, they will show you their phone, they will do everything in their power in order for you to feel safe, right? Because they would understand also why you don't. Right? Yeah, the Chariot, you moved forward. You might have been guided to move forward. You might have seen something. With the Chariot, I already told you, there is something with the Chariot about being divinely guided to move forward, right? To take control of the situation and move forward. Yeah. You know, it's totally possible also that this person, they were dealing with somebody else, right? Because they were selfish, thinking about themselves, thinking about some kind of, maybe they are a cheater, you know, they are just a cheater. So they have one relationship and next to it, their emotional fulfillment is with themselves, right? They are not loyal to anyone. They think that it's okay and that's all. And the person in question have made them dream in some kind of way, right? And so you might have felt something not okay with the person. They were not dedicated the same way. Maybe they started to mistreat you, to ghost you, to answer later, to do all those kind of things, right? And it was all because they were under the I want to say black magic of this person, right? It doesn't have to be black magic. It might have been whatever they were doing in bed, for example, right? And making them the delusion that they can get advantages in some kind of way, right? Trying to trap them emotionally. Okay. So they thought that you would be kissing their ass, right? This is what they thought. This is why they just did what they did. They never thought that you would let go, that you would release, that you would heal, that you would move forward, take back the control of your life and move forward. Is there anything else here about the kissing ass? Yeah, the star. The star and the Queen of Swords fell on my lap. Yeah, you know what you want, you know what you don't want. It might have been that you didn't truly see what was going on, but intuitively you knew. Intuitively you knew. The Queen of Swords here. You see things very, very clearly, right? You might have been confused for some time. But there is truly here this thing that, with the star, I kind of feel that you might have had truly a download telling you something, right? Or you realize that you deserve better, or that this is not the kind of relationship that you want to be stuck into, right? Because with the star, we are talking here about wish fulfillment. We are talking about healing. We are talking about being guided by a shining star, right? And with the Queen of Swords here, we have the truth, being clear-minded. Okay. We'll put those together here. Okay, let's see here. The wasting time. Wasting time, tell me. Ace of Cups in reverse. The Fool. The Four of Swords. Yeah, listen, you went towards your new beginning, right? It kind of feels that you were dealing here with somebody who was absolutely not connected to their heart space. They were guilty, right? This is guilty. Not connected to their heart space, emotionally immature, right? You had to have faith in yourself, in your future, and move forward, right? There is the Four of Swords in reverse here. Let's see. I kind of feel here that we are talking about them not listening to you. I truly feel that they thought that you would always be there. Like that they could do whatever they wanted and you would always be there. And it's not the case, wasting time. You saw that they are stuck. So you went towards your new beginning. Let's see. I saw a few days ago, I don't know if it was on Instagram, I don't know where I saw it. Maybe it was even on YouTube. And it was, I think it was on YouTube. It was a whole reportage, a whole video about, it was starting with a guy saying, the worst thing that can happen to you, it is losing someone valuable, and it's because of you, because you didn't listen, because you thought that they would always be there, right? I talked about it. I had a download of a song a few weeks ago, a French song. I shared it with you, the download that I had, right? The channeling that I had about this song that I never listened to. And it was exactly about that. Like, I hope that you didn't leave me because of me. And so in the video, the guy was telling that, yes, he was left because of him, because she expressed over and over that she was not satisfied. And he thought, yeah, anyway, she will never leave me, until she left. And then I saw another video, and the whole reportage, in fact, it was men talking about losing a amazing woman just because they thought that they would never leave. And so the woman was giving them alerts, telling them, listen, I'm not satisfied. And they were just, okay, right? Until they lost. And they said that they cannot get over it because they lost a good woman, right? So, it can also be in the opposite gender, obviously, right? Let's see here the Four of Swords in reverse, because this kind of reminds me of that, because with the Four of Swords, we are talking here about somebody who takes their time to stop and think. It's in reverse here, right? So I kind of feel, next to the Fool, that they never thought that you would have the courage to jump out and start anew. They thought that they had you trapped. Tell me here, the Four of Swords in reverse? Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They thought that you had no other option. They thought that you were stuck. They didn't even think that... I truly feel here that whatever you said, they didn't truly listen. I just saw the Page of Cups. Very immature, right? Very immature. Yeah, they thought that you would stay there, mainly. They thought that they could do whatever they wanted and you would always be there. That they could charm you in a second and you would be there, right? Let's see if there is anything else here about this wasting time. Tell me the wasting time. Anything else? Yeah, you transformed. You transformed. There is here something about you before tolerating things and you didn't tolerate anymore. So, did you tolerate or just you were patient and you gave this person space in order to change? Let me just tell you that most of the time, right, when somebody realizes that they treat you with disrespect and you are staying, if you think that being patient, being loving will help, it will do the total opposite. You have to show that you have respect. They don't respect you, it's okay. You have enough respect and you are moving, right? Staying, thinking that they would change, it's a delusion. They will only eventually change if it costs them, if there is consequences to their actions, right? So it kind of feels here with this death card talking about an ending for a new beginning. I kind of feel that they truly thought that you would be there, that you would stay there, that you would never leave. Yeah, they might think that they are the best of the best. They might be very arrogant. I don't know. You know the person. Let's see here the haunted. This is in the shift. This is the change. Now they are haunted. Yeah, look. Look. Memories, flashbacks. Nine of Swords. Anguish, fearful, nightmares. It kind of feels that there is here more, it's written here side effects, right? I kind of feel here that there is a total downfall here. The Magician in reverse. This is talking about manipulation. This is talking about not being in your full power. Yeah, it kind of feels that you moving on, not kissing their ass, they never expected that. They never ever expected that. You know what very often happens? They totally have no respect for you because they are mistreating you and you are staying there. And the moment that you are saying, you know what, fuck it, I'm gone, then suddenly they respect you. And then they understand what they missed, right? Because when you were there, they couldn't feel what they were missing, right? They couldn't feel what you were doing because it was there. It was accessible. It was easy. It's the moment that they don't have it that suddenly they realize. And they gain respect because you stopped accepting their disrespect. So now they are haunted, right? Tell me anything more here about the haunted? Look. Yeah, they are depressed. They are depressed about the betrayal that happened. If they did any kind of, or if they are doing any kind of black magic, spell work, whatever, in order to try to block you, to try to, it's backfiring, right? It's backfiring. Yeah, I kind of feel that they put themselves in a very, very difficult situation. The Knight of Cups in reverse, the seducer, the fuckboy, the Jezebel, the runner. Yeah, look. Schmexual energy. Unable to be in control, unable. This is what they are saying, maybe. Unable to control their schmexual energy, right? Okay, let's go to closure here. Let's go to closure. Let's go to closure. Last Judgment, Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel here a lot of instability. You know what I feel? I feel that, and it doesn't matter if you were in a relationship with this person or you were not in a relationship with this person. But you, this person, knowing that they had you accessible to them, it was giving them some kind of stability. Knowing that you were there, it was giving them some kind of stability. So obviously, if you were in a relationship with them, right, and you were taking care of the house, the environment, all of that, obviously. But even if not, even if it was just a love story that started, right? And then they just, they did whatever they did, right? They were fucking around, left, right, left, thinking that they are this amazing thing and you would always be around, right? It kind of feels that you were bringing them stability. You being in their life, they needed you much more than what they thought. They saw the bling bling, the opportunities, they went with it, right? It was superficial. It was superficial. You were bringing here stability. They lost stability. We have the judgment here. This is saying that this person understands now, right? That they wasted time. They wasted time. It's over. They understand that you judge them. You see them as a manipulator. For you, it's over. You are not the same person anymore. Right? It's not that you are not the same person anymore. It is that you understand you are not the same person for them anymore. Right? Because you understand who they are. You understand that you cannot trust them. That they have... We had the 7 of swords here. You cannot trust them. Lying, stealing, manipulating, lack of accountability, hidden agenda, trying to get away with everything and anything, right? The sneaky card. Yeah, they know that you judge them. It's over. It's done. Yeah, they are very, very unstable now because of that. Let's see, anything else here for closure? Yeah, you took back the power. And you are the lottery ticket. I'm going back to what I said in the beginning, right? You were the lottery ticket. And they burned it. Yeah, you were bringing to this person stability. You have the leading qualities that they don't have, right? They might think that they have. There is this image of... I'm the king of the jungle and I can do whatever I want and I'm in total control and you understand what I mean here? Yeah, you took back your power, totally. I don't know if you ever gave away your power, but they for sure thought that you did because you gave your heart, right? So they thought that you gave away your power. At the end of the day, you didn't, because when it was time to leave... And when I say when it was time to leave, you can consider that you spent so much time and you shouldn't have, and you lost time and all those kind of things. But there is the element of when you decide that it is time to leave, you do it, right? Some people don't allow themselves even to get to the place that they say to themselves, I need to leave. Because they know that I'm thinking about the 2 of Swords, right? Because if they are admitting to themselves that they need to leave, right? Either they leave or they are just getting into depression because they lose respect for themselves, right? Here, it kind of feels that at a certain moment you understood that you had to leave and you did. You did. You take the lead and you did. You left. Let's see, is there anything here? Yeah, you are not giving them any energy anymore. You are not investing anymore. Yeah, and you don't regret the past. They do. They are haunted. Yeah. You have the Hierophant here. They didn't respect the contract, whatever the contract was. This person might have... we might be talking here about marriage, for example, but there is also a silent contract, right? If somebody knows that you are somebody serious in relationship, right? You are emotionally invested in a relationship. If they are cheating, they are breaking the contract, right? Yeah, they were guided by whatever they have been between their legs, and they thought that you didn't see, maybe because you didn't speak up, but you saw. Anyway, at a certain moment, you saw. Yeah, and they are dependent on you. They are dependent on you. Yeah, but it's you have your defenses up. You don't trust them. You don't trust them. Liar, manipulator. You see the truth. You see the truth. But they are stuck in this cycle now. They are stuck. They might even not be able to actually perform anymore. They might have no interest anymore, right? Because I kind of feel that they are haunted. Yeah. Okay, listen, I will leave it here. I hope that it was helpful, insightful, maybe healing, maybe just entertaining. You know, if you are judging yourself for the time that you spent and all, please give yourself grace, right? You have to be able also to see the fact that you could have made the choice of staying, right? No matter what, staying, tolerating, accepting. So if you have the Fool here, so it feels to me that I'm talking here to someone who decided to have self-faith, faith in life, and move forward, right? Taking the lead. So if you did that, appreciate that. Don't get stuck on how much time did I lose there? Why did I do that? You know? Appreciate what you were able to do, right? Because it's complicated and it's always easy afterwards to look back and say, yeah, how stupid was I? Yeah, but now you see things in a different way than when you were there, emotionally involved. You might not have had all the information. They might have truly put you in a mental fog, trauma bond you, right? So please take it in consideration. So anyway, I leave it here, sending towards you a lot of love, a lot of good vibes, and I'll see you in the comments. Bye.